I'm new to all this, guys. Sorry about that. I just had to unmute the mic. Can you hear me now? Are we good? Are we good? I get the feeling that we're going to be alright. I mean, it's going to be a bit blurry because this way of doing it is, we can't get a high sort of bit rate. It's basically taking it away from my phone and putting it out like this. So what do you guys make of it then? Here it is. Chris Ball's there. Yes, I did forget to click off on the mute of the mic, but how are you guys finding it? Are we good? I mean, George WBA is saying it's laggy. Nick Muller saying yes, we're good. Are we ready to go? Are we ready to go, guys? This is on a laptop, yes. I got the laptop on my lap. So, I'm just trying to work something out here, guys. I'm trying to get onto the chat so I can scroll back through some chat stuff, but it's not letting me do it. How are you all doing then, anyway? If you guys are finding any problems with this stream, then please do tell me. I'll have to try and find ways of messing with the encoder next time. Bailey saying that it's laggy. I don't get it. It's on the same internet that I do it on my phone anyway, so I don't get where the lagginess comes from, you know. But I'm a bit behind. I am a bit behind, but you know, it's going to be alright. It's going to be alright, guys. We're going to get through this. We're going to do it good. So, right then, where do we start then? I mean, I'm trying to get onto this chat here, guys, so I can work out why I can't go back up and look at some of the old messages. We were testing it earlier. Me and Chris Ball were looking at it earlier, and I was working out that I could do the page up and page down buttons, and I could yeah, I was trying to work that one out, but it won't let me go back. It doesn't matter. I can pick up on what you're doing, guys. I can pick up on what you're saying. I've just got to be quick with my responses. That's all. The thing is, with it there in front of me, when I'm on my phone, it's difficult because the messages disappear. You see, so if I'm pointing like that, that's going the wrong way. There we go. There's the chat for me there, and I could read it. Live stream reaction for the cup draw tomorrow. Yes, there will be. I don't know if I'll be doing it on here. I may have to just do it on the phone, because if we're getting lag, then what we got to do is sort of go back to the phone for when it comes to the important things like cup draws. Right then, so who we got in then? Flavio Bronx. I'm from Brazil and I'm following the Newport something of 2013. Your channel is very good. Oh, thank you. That's nice. From Brazil as well. Tom Franklin, Taff looks stunning. You're an absolute liar. Who would you like to get in the FA Cup first round? I would fancy having Wrexham at home. But to be honest with you guys, I'd like anybody, to be honest with you, as long as they were someone who we could beat. Because I want, like I say, I want to get through to the third round every year. I want to. I'm not going to lie. I really do want to get through to that third round every year. Right. Taff, I will send a video of a chant later. I think we should have our own. Yep, that sounds good to me, mate. Send it over. We'll put it into the group and see what the boys think. If it's a goer, then you might hear it at the next game. So I'm glad you guys like the background and everything like that. This is obviously a step forward for the live stream. I mean, it's great. I mean, tell me now, can you see Taff Live by there? Does it say Taff Live by there? Can you see the chat by there? The chat should be over there, and then a little message down that way. Sorry, it's mirror vision, so if I'm pointing that way, I'm actually pointing that way. It's weird. Sunderland would be good for Newport. Sunderland, maybe. I mean, I want to get through the third round and get a big club, like, you know, really big club in the third round. So 2 easy home games straight through the third round. That's basically what I want. Although the romance of the FA Cup, I mean, who can deny it? So get the Pride of South Wales chant going. Yeah, might do actually. I'll tell you something that I like about these. I'll tell you something that I like about this setup is that I got both my hands free. You know, what can I say? For those of you just joining us, what do you make of this? What do you make of the new setup? So the only thing I can't see on you guys is how many of you are viewing and how many likes we have. So I'm hoping and praying that Mr. Ball, who is in here somewhere, will keep us updated on how many people are in and how many people are liking. I mean, make it easy for everybody. Everybody just get the likes going now. If you like the new setup, you like the new design and everything like that, then get the likes going. What can I say? Come on the port. I'm so buzzing about last week. Obviously, yeah. Come on the port. Right. See, you're saying bit rate 700 to 600 if I get spare time. So basically, the bit rate will basically mean you guys get to see me a little bit more blurry, but a lot less laggy. I mean, we're gonna leave it how it is right now because right, but yeah, we're trying our best to optimize this. We optimized it earlier, and basically we got to this. Although it's a work in progress, guys. But do you think this is the way forward? Right. So, Russ Page, evening, Chris. What was your own players' ratings yesterday versus Crawley? Joe Day, I'm going to give him a 6. Would have been a 5, but he made some good saves. But the first goal he let in a bit easy. Pipe, I'm going to give a 6. Got caught out by the wingers. They played their wing game really well. And the same goes for Butler. He had a 6 because, again, he got caught out by the wingers. I'm going to give Dimitri a 4 because I think it was one of the worst games he's had for us, unfortunately. What else? Who else played? Frank, so I'm going to give him a 4. Would have been a 5 or a 6, but he got himself sent off with a silly challenge. Although I think it wasn't a red card. Some are given, some aren't, but I think it was a bit of a harsh red card. I think he also gave the penalty, a harsh penalty again, but still, you know. Who else played? Cooper, I'm going to give him a 5. Would have been a 4, but he played a little bit better towards the end of the second half. I'm going to give Sheehan, I'm going to give him a 6 because he played quite well before he got taken off. I think Flinney took the wrong player off when he brought Harris on. Who else have we got? Bennett, I'm going to give him a 7 because he was the only player that did well in both defence and attack. And then at the same time, I'm going to look at the strikers now. Hammond, I'm going to give him a 5 because he was barely in the game. And the one chance he did have, he should have scored. He didn't take the chance. And then Matt, I'm going to give him a 7 for taking his chance, although he didn't offer an awful lot other than the goal. What changes would I make on the match for Tuesday? I don't think there's any change options available, to be honest with you, Byrie, to be honest with you. The injuries, is the injury list. You know, there's 8 players out at the moment, and the majority of them are central midfielders. You think Josh Labardi could be pretty handy around about now. That's if he was fit, of course. So, guys, yeah, we got to. Yeah, I can see where the bit rate is. Let me see if I can have a look and adjust this here. Resolution, frame rate. It's not going to let me change anything here, guys, but I can see where I can scale it down for the next one. So I might be a bit blurry now, but I won't be laggy. But well, at least I'm keeping up with the bloody questions at the moment, aren't I? The thing is, I can see them, and I can see them bumping up, and I know to keep my answers a bit shorter in future. So yeah, bear with us on this one though. It's quite surreal for me to be in this kind of setting. This is like, you know, a step in the right direction, but you know, just a step that you got to get used to, you know, and I'm sure you, the regular viewers, are going to have to get used to this also. But I'm quite interested to see what else everyone else is thinking about this. You know, all the guys that have just come in. George WBA, who would you think would be getting promoted to the Prem this season? Leeds, and possibly Middlesbrough. Do I have an idea on Josh Labardi? There's rumours going around that he is signing back for the club next week, although I don't believe rumours, I believe facts, and until someone says Josh Labardi is signed for Newport, that's it. Flinney has come out public and said that he could have played better than some of the lads did yesterday. I agree with that. Does that not beg the question of why didn't he, considering he has re-registered himself? Good point. It depends if he feels he could have come on and changed the game. He could have played better if he started from the beginning, but would he have changed things for us? I mean, down to 10 men. Is there any point on putting himself on? Personally, I think he did the right thing in not bringing himself on. I think he did the right thing in not risking playing any youngsters, but then at the same time, whoever the guys that did come in didn't offer much. It could have been an opportunity for a youngster to get thrown in the deep end and see if you sink or swim, basically. Tom Hillman, for example, was on the bench. Lewis Collins. Was Lewis Collins on the bench? No, Jay Folsom was on the bench. Jay Folsom could have played centre back, and Scott Bennett could have played in midfield. You know, we could have maintained our 5-3-2. I mean, it could have been the fact that Bennett would have been playing centre back, and we didn't play. We went for the 5-2-3 again. Aidan Taff, George W. Leicester have said we are allowed Barnes till the end of the season. Very good news for Albion. He's the one pulling the strings for you at the moment, I take it. Aidan, far from happy, lacking passion and urgency, shouldn't be giving Spurs a harder. Shouldn't. Do you mean should have given Spurs a harder game? I didn't see your highlights, to be honest with you, mate. I didn't see your highlights. I actually thought you might have beaten them. You tend to do well against Spurs, don't you? I actually thought you were in for potentially, not so much an upset. I mean, you held Chelsea at home. You beat Man United at home. Spurs are underperforming at the moment, and it could have been a better time than any to actually claim that kind of scalp and actually give your fans real belief, real belief that you could push for that top 10. It might still happen for you. I think beating Everton away did a lot for you on that one, but you have to wait and see, mate. You have to wait and see. You're looking better than usual. Our admin has just mentioned there that we got a brand new series coming tomorrow, and we have. And I feature in it as well in the first ever episode. I'm happy with that. It's actually going to be a podcast, so there's going to be no visual to it except for images being strategically placed. But it's going to be a podcast with Rhys Warren. He's the 1912 Exiles podcast guy from the message board. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Tyreek Bakinson is our best player, arguably, but then also Matt has got claim to that. I think Ammon's got claim to that. I think Dolan at the moment's got claim to that. So is Franks. We got a lot of good players at the moment. You wouldn't think it after yesterday, but we have got a lot of good players, and Bakinson is definitely up there. I'll agree with you on that one, but I don't know if anyone really can lay a real claim to being the best. Carl Smith, someone has posted on the dreaded message board that the Bardi is supposed to sign back with us as early as tomorrow, if not Tuesday. Same as you, though, I won't believe anything until it's announced. Well, that's where my source was the message board, funny enough, Carl. So I'd like it if he came back. I'd love it. In fact, he's my favourite, one of my favourite county players of all time. Hopefully we'll see him again. Marcus May, I hope some of the injured lads are back for Tuesday. I get the feeling that Bakinson and Dolan could well be. I think Flynn may have looked and potentially didn't risk them because the bigger game was the Bury game. Although I think you underestimated Crawley if that's the case. Maybe the players just weren't 100% and he didn't want to risk getting them injured for longer. We don't know. But hopefully we have got someone back, because if we got some of the players back, Bury will take us lightly. A lot like Tranmere may have taken us lightly, and we might get the result there like we did against Tranmere. Matthew Goss, what do you think of Cardiff's first win yesterday? I'm thinking it's about bloody time. I mean, bloody hell. Yeah, they beat Fulham 4-2 at home. You've got to be beating teams, around you if you want. If you're going to escape relegation, you've got to be beating the teams that you're potentially going to be challenging for that, to stay up and send them down. So what I think, beating Fulham 4-2 gives Cardiff fans that bit of hope. I think that they could stay in the Premier League. Although I think a few games are gone and they've lost them. Should have beaten Newcastle at home. Should have beaten Burnley at home. So if you're thinking all the relegation rivals, a lot of them you played at home already. It could be a difficult season for Cardiff, but that win will give the fans a bit of hope. Yarmolenko was out for 6 months, and that is an absolute blow, mate. I can't believe that. He was looking really good for you. Really, really good. Can't wait for TM, hoping Maidenhead get a decent tie, or tomorrow then. Wickham away, I beg. Wickham away, that's just up the road from you, isn't it? Bobby Beckford, Newcastle getting relegated. Maybe. Even the great Rafa Benitez might not be able to stop it this year. I mean, I don't know why he doesn't rate Mitrovic, although Mitrovic, has he been playing for Fulham? I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Mitrovic, but I rate him. I don't know why Benitez doesn't. Benitez has not rated players before or not wanted players before. It's like he tried to get rid of Xabi Alonso to bring in Gareth Barry, and then when he couldn't get Gareth Barry, he brought in Aquilani. He turned down a great offer from Real Madrid. It would have been Rafael van der Vaart. It would have been so Rafael van der Vaart. You'd have had Klaas-Jan Huntelaar and Wesley Sneijder. All three of them players swapping for Alonso. Now Van der Vaart would have swapped for Alonso, more or less like for like. Sneijder would have made a good part of the three-man midfield with Gerrard and Van der Vaart, and then up front with Torres would have been Huntelaar. So Benitez gets it wrong sometimes, unfortunately. We go. Hydra, I want Wickham home to see the beast. I don't want to play a team above us. I don't want to play a team in the same division as us. I want to play crap non-league teams and get through to that third round. 2 at home, 2 easy wins at home. Well, it won't be easy wins because they'll be up for it if they're non-league teams against a Football League club. But I just want 2 very, very winnable ties. Take them as seriously as we can, play to our best and get into that third round and hope for a money tie. Caitlin, hello. Get it about the County score yesterday. Score predictions versus Bury. I think the County are going to win 1-0 because after a big disappointment, like with Yeovil, we went and won 1-0 against Tranmere. Now we may go and win 1-0 against Bury. Nick Muller, Ipswich could go down the way we're playing. Too big a club to go down. You'll sort it out, mate. There's a long time left in the season yet. I mean, came March in the Great Escape season for Newport County, and we thought we were down. Last 12 games, we won 7 of them and stayed up with a last-minute goal. Just goes to show the difference it can make late in the season. You know, I mean, too early to talk about anybody going down at the moment. In Cardiff's case, there's so many good teams in the Premier League. That's why we're talking about them, because they've already played 3 of their relegation rivals at home. You know. So there we go. Aidan, Remy Clarima would pocket Akinfenwa. Who is Remy Clarima? I'm not sure. Is he a new West Ham player or something? Matthew Goss, Akinfenwa, your tits are offside. Yeah, one of the old favourites, of course. Carl Smith, I am Soldier X. Yeah, political controversy isn't one that we should be talking about on here, unfortunately. Although that one does stick in my craw. Doesn't really. At the end of the day, Tommy Robinson is something of a celebrity, whether you see him as a famous or an infamous celebrity. He's just a public figurehead. You know, people know him. You know, he's in the public eye, and people got their picture with him. Shouldn't be penalised for it, no way. But we'll leave it there. Bobby Beckford. I remember the Akinfenwa chants when Wickham came to the Rodney Parade. I remember them when Wimbledon came to the Rodney Parade as well, mate. Bloody hell. So Marcus May, are you going to Bury? I'm not. I got work early Wednesday morning, and I work late until quite late on Tuesday, so I'll not be going. Right then, I think we should try to get Scott Pollock on loan. Who does Scott Pollock play for at the moment? There we go. We got obviously the Ambrami is talking about the stream quality. How are you guys finding it at the moment? Is the lag gone now? Is it picked up? Is it all good? Oh, Tommy. YouTube will probably kick us off for saying that. You know, they're on the left wing, and they Google, Facebook, Twitter, they're all on the left wing. Yeah, so here we go then, guys. Anybody want to give me a view count at the moment? I think that's one thing that we need to try and add to this is a view count and a likes count. That's the one thing I can't access on here at the moment, is that. I think the lag was happening because I think I was testing the stream myself through YouTube itself. And Scott Pollock is a 17-year-old wonder kid at Northampton. Oh, in that case, then we can't afford him. We can't afford Scott Pollock, guys. We cannot afford him. If he's a 17-year-old at Northampton. Max, the stream quality is getting better. I'm liking the look of it, to be fair. Happy days. If the quality is getting better, I mean, we can work on the the sort of frame rate and the bit rate and everything like that. We can work on that to make it so the lag is going. The only thing, my face would be a bit fizzier, and you're not going to complain about not being able to see my face properly, are you? At the end of the day. So yeah, who is joining us for the cup draw tomorrow? Tomorrow evening we will be streaming the cup draw reaction, obviously not on the TV. Otherwise, these streams go. 90-day ban the last time. The next time will probably be a 180-day ban. Quite lost without the streams, won't we? What time is the cup draw? I believe it starts at about 7 o'clock. It's usually on one of the BBC channels, isn't it? Oh, sorry. Yawning already. It was a long old day today trying to get this up and running, but we're here now, and it's a lot better. And I believe it's at 7 o'clock. The thing is now, because I'm doing this through the laptop, I've got my phone here, so I can check what time the cup draw is on. So, FA Cup draw, FA Cup draw time. There we go. Don't worry, guys. I am still here. I'm just getting this up just to be certain of it. So, BBC Two. So it's on BBC Two. So most people will have that, but the people outside of the UK won't have that. 7 PM. There we go. 7 PM tomorrow night. 7 PM. So, as Chris Ball says, there seems to be one or two things we can work on, but not to worry. Tomorrow I'll be using the phone. I'll be using the phone tomorrow, so it'll be fine. The first round is always usually one of the first weekends of the. Yeah, it's always one of the first weekends of November, I believe. Yeah. New ground. How's it going, mate? Mike Flynn has a great record of getting the team to bounce back, with the exception of a 3-game losing run. We've only lost one game on 18 occasions, followed by either a draw or a win. So it definitely shows a bit of a bounce back ability on Michael Flynn's part then. Callum Whittington, when was the first round? Oh yeah, I answered that one, sorry. If we beat Bury, that would be amazing. It would, but then we've said the same about a lot of the other clubs that we've managed to beat, Barry Beckford, do you think players like Dave Butler, Dimitri may leave to a League One team if we don't get promoted this season? Butler maybe, but we need to get them all tied into contracts, because if they do leave, we can cash in on them then. Rob Priso, Tommy from Cape Verde, well done to the 300 plus county fans who went to Crawley. I'll be at the next away, Carlisle. Good. I won't be at Carlisle, unfortunately. I'm doing a bit of dog sitting for my mum and dad while they go to Florida. Lucky bastard, I would say. So yeah, as Big Man says there, basically 7:30 is to be chatting a load of rubbish. Hope the Labadi rumours are true. Me too. 10th to 11th of November is when the first round ties are played. So one of the first weekends of November, of course. Yeah, first round is 10th of November. Yeah, Josh Labadi is a very good player. That he is. Yeah. Bluebirds TV late. Yeah, of course. What a win for my team. Bad day at the office for you. Cardiff got their first win of the season, and we got our third loss of the season, but we'd already won 8 by that point. So that's the bragging rights we've got over Cardiff at the moment. You've just got your first win. We've already won 8. You're a bit behind us. It would be good if Labadi came back, but how good would he actually be coming back from injury? Suppose time would tell. I mean, Josh Sheehan doesn't seem to be quite the same player following his injury, which was a similar one. So hopefully, if Labadi did come back, it wouldn't take its toll. Labadi is coming back. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. That's a statement, big man. Aiden, if you get Maidenhead away, I'm sure you lot will be down Wetherspoons standing on the bell end. I don't think there's many of us who stand on bell ends, to be honest with you, mate. We got a few bell ends, but we don't stand on them. Who would Labadi replace in the starting lineup? Good question. To be honest with you, I think you'd be starting with Labadi, Dolan and Bakinson. Now that sounds freaking scary, doesn't it? Wow. Liverpool struggled yesterday but still won. Do you think they will win anything this season? Liverpool, they got the win. Champions know how to win ugly. Man City, of course, won well. They tend to win well all the time, but Man City are prone to messing up. So are Liverpool. It's going to be a tough one to call, but I honestly think If Liverpool are going to win the title, it's going to be this season. If Liverpool are going to win the title, it's got to be this season. They got their opportunity to do it. Because Man City are going to only get stronger. So the teams have got to catch up with them. Liverpool are there or thereabouts. Chelsea are getting there. Arsenal are coming back. United nearly won against Chelsea. They got some work to do. Tottenham need to strengthen. They need to spend some money. And they need to get it spent soon. But yeah, I think if Liverpool are going to win anything, I think they could win an FA Cup. But I'm going to stand by my early season prediction: Liverpool for the Premier League, Man City for the Champions League. General Zeev, hey, you are my favourite guy to see at Rodney. I look up TP. Right, okay. Well, I'm glad you like to see me. Thank you, General Zeev. Big man was on a good run there. Then the lag came through. We're going to work on it, guys. Don't worry. We'll get it. We'll get it sorted. Who is injured at the moment? Tyler Forbes, Matt Dolan, Baconson, Wilmot. Keanu Marsh-Brain's out at the moment. Crofts is out. O'Brien's out. So I think that's 7 of the 8. There are 8 players out injured at the moment. Aiden. Nah, the away end is in the corner of the Bell Street end. We all call it the Bell End. Good. Callum Winton, can't wait for Charlton away. Good day. It usually does turn out to be a good one away, doesn't it? Aiden, you are my good one, mate. Bailey, good old Grimsby chant. What Grimsby chant are we talking about, mate? You're just a shit Barry Island? Oh, more chant videos. So, did anyone pick up on the top 10 signature chants video that I put out today? Many people watched that. Did you enjoy it? If you haven't watched it, first thing to do when this stream finishes, I suppose. Now, the thing is, I haven't got a timer on here. Now, when I'm on the phone, I've got up in that. That's the one. Up in that corner, I've got a view counter and a likes counter, and then over in that corner, I've got a timer which tells me how long the stream's been running for. I haven't got any of that now, so I'm like dark to this now. So I just do the stream and hope for the best. But the software that we're using to bring this, hopefully, we can implement a view counter, a like counter, and a timer and everything like that. I'm looking now to see if there is an actual full-on timer. Doesn't say it. Doesn't give me any time on you. Right. I'm sure we can work this one out, but this is the layout, and I hope you're all enjoying it. I think we should get rid of Crofts, waste of wages. The only problem is we'd have to pay him off to get rid of him, and if that's the case, then it takes a chunk of the budget anyway, so he will be an even bigger waste of wages. So we're 26 minutes in and then 31 minutes in. Interesting. I think I'm going to have a little butchers at this on the phone just to see how it's going. I mean, so sorry if it's a bit of a beta test at the moment, guys, but it's a bit of, like I say, it's a bit of a beta test. But once this is right, once we get this right, it'll be pretty decent, I think. So I'm clicking on the old link now that I've sent out to everybody. I tend to send a lot of the links out by messenger and it's saying the video is unavailable. Why? Why is the video unavailable when you click the link? But I hope a lot of people manage to get through. Right. Who do you think will win, Milan or Inter? Oh, the Milan derby has lost its bite a bit, hasn't it, since the downturn in quality of the two clubs on the field. I don't know really. I don't really know what the difference is between them all, to be honest, anymore. Started at 20:05, so 5 minutes late. Sorry about that. But as long as you guys quite like what we're doing here, then you know I can't see any reason why this can't be the future for us. Now I see a little share icon here. Now I'm wondering if I click that, if it gives me the opportunity to share this out to people. Right, it looks like I need to link up all the social media. So that's the key then. Link up the social media to this software and then I can share the links and then the links will work for everybody then. Happy days. But as long as you all, I take it that you're all subscribers, and that's how you've obviously been able to access it, because it's giving you the notification. Anyway, let's get back to these questions. Why Beckford Accrington standing for promotion this season, 4th on the table so far. Are they going to do a Burton? I mean, Burton, a relatively small club with a small following, who managed to get a double promotion to the Championship. I'd think that they'll come crashing back to... Oh, sorry guys. I think they'll come crashing back down, to be honest with you, if they did do that. Although they're doing well, you can't really deny that. They could well they could well go and do that. Because I always say that the League Two, that line, there's a line there, League Two's there, League One's there. When you come up through there, sometimes you propel right up. And then when you come down through there, you drop right down. That's why a lot of teams go up and get promoted straight away. And then a lot of teams, when they come down from League One, get relegated straight away down to the conference. So, yeah, that little sort of, hyperspace kind of effect, between League One and League Two when you're getting promoted and relegated between the two. Bluebirds not trying to rub it in. Oh, you're going to Liverpool next week. Oh, that'd be awesome, that will, mate. Who are they playing? Who have they got? Burton have a good manager. They absolutely do, yeah. Milan has really gone down. Can you remember when they won the European Cup back to back? I remember AC Milan being the best team ever. They're some of the best squads of players ever. In the early 90s, they were brilliant. In the mid noughties, they were amazing. Well. Anyway, who else we got in here now? Callum Whittington, apart from FGR, most hated team in the league. Our league, MK Dons. H is in, like the new look. You're saying Gar, I think you're trying to say Taff. Jimmy, hello there, can I interest you in a half-time lottery ticket at all? I don't know about that, but you can buy a half-time draw ticket off me if you come to the next county game. Aiden, yes. Is that to Jimmy or is it to H? H, like the new look, Taff. That's what you meant to say. Good man. So guys, we've been doing this stream now for about 30 minutes, and I don't know what the likes are like at the moment. I'm going to need to find a way of getting that up, but don't worry. We're going to work this one out. As long as you guys like this new format, this is how it's going to be in future. So, I've not really picked up on a lot of football. When my team gets pumped like they did on Saturday, I kind of lose my love for football for a little bit. Do you feel bad for any MK fans from Milton Keynes? I wouldn't say I feel bad for MK fans from Milton Keynes. I feel for them in a way that they're hated because they're following a local club that was given to them. They're not going to turn it down, are they, if they've got Football League football on their doorstep? I just wish that the Newport people would take to having... I just wish that the Newport people would take to having a Football League team on their doorstep instead of sitting on the couch and watching the big clubs. Adrian Williams, who did we get in the FA Cup draw? It's tomorrow night, mate, the FA Cup draw, and we will be streaming it live. Not streaming the actual draw, but streaming the reaction from me, where I will be able to let you know who gets who. MK Dons need a smaller stadium, too many empty seats, no atmosphere. Callum Whittingham fans were knobs last season. Which fans is that, Callum? You're talking about MK? I think it was 2 years ago we played against them, mate, when Warren Feeney was in charge. Score AC Milan 0, Inter Milan 0. Is that a latest score? Or is that the final score? Bluebirds TV, I like MK Don Stadium, but don't like where it is. Horrible place to get to. Got that to look forward to then, I suppose, aye. Jimmy, maiden header in the draw. Yeah, they certainly are, yes. One to avoid, maybe. No, I'd take them on at home, I would. So Callum Whittington saying about Swindon fans. So Russ Page, sorry mate, I missed your one there. Swansea player yesterday pretended to be injured off the pitch, but the ref played on, so the Swansea player ran onto the pitch and fell down. Do you think he should have been yellow carded? Yeah, I think so. If he's off the pitch, he should be off the pitch, as far as I'm concerned. Adrian Williams, cheers mate, no problem fella. Swindon fans, yeah, so Swindon fans were dickheads last season then. General's Eve, yes, latest score. Thank you for that. Interesting to see that. Obviously, it's a derby and it's a big game. Aiden, Katie should try and buy Josh Kelly, class youngster, skillful, low wages. Josh Kelly, who is Josh Kelly, Aiden? Enlighten us. Who does he play for? What position does he play? What's his strengths? What's his weaknesses? Would he fit well into Katie's team at the moment? So guys, I'd like to think that this is going well. As long as you're not getting too much lag, as I said, that's something we can work on. As long as you guys can see everything okay and the chat's okay and you see everything fine, then that's brilliant. You know, it's all good. But I'm glad that you're all able to get onto this one. Josh Kelly, he's one of our own, says Jammy Jimmy. Does he play for Maidenhead, I take it? I've got a funny feeling he plays for Maidenhead. H, I think we could do with Labadi coming back. I mentioned this earlier. Potentially an informed Dolan with Labadi and Baconson. That is a promotion midfield 3, in my opinion. Absolutely unbelievable that would be. So I'm keeping up with you guys. I usually fall behind, don't I? I'm usually playing catch up the whole thing. Josh Kelly is 18, an 18-year-old playing first team football. Means he's going to cost a lot of money. Probably can't afford it. I'd love to see Scotty Pollock in black and amber. The only problem is these good youngsters playing in the lower leagues will command transfer fees because the bigger clubs will snap them up and pay the money. We just haven't got the money to buy players. We've got to take them for free. What do you think the score will be at Bury? I think 1-1. If we got our bounce back ability with us, then sorry guys. If we got our bounce back ability, then I think we could get the 1-0 win. Obviously talking about bounce back ability, if we go in a similar direction to what we did under Flynn last season when we got pumped by Mansfield, then we could go there and lose, especially with Nicky Maynard firing the goals in at the moment. He's playing particularly well, isn't he? Scored some good goals for them. I'm just going to readjust myself for a minute, guys. It's just a bit uncomfortable now. How's your FIFA career mode going? My FIFA career mode, well, I'm in the Championship. I'm in a playoff position at the moment with County in the Championship. I promise you guys we will fix the stream for next week, says Mr. Ball. I know what to do to fix it though, I think. But tomorrow night it'll be from the usual, the phone. Pollock isn't a first team regular in their youth. Think we should snatch him up. I don't know, mate. He'll still cost a lot of money. Maidenhead winger, National League winger, pacey, skillful, youthful kind of player, slightly weak. Loads of Maidenhead players have made the jump, low wages. We just wouldn't be able to get him for free. We'd need to get him for free. We just haven't got the spare cash to buy players for a transfer fee, unfortunately. What's my ultimate team like? I tell you what, let me see if I can do something here in a minute, guys. Let me see. If I can get my ultimate team up and show you guys who I got my ultimate team by pointing my phone at you on the companion app. Hope that's not going to be too bright. Hopefully it won't be when I get to actually log in. But I'll show you guys who I got in my FIFA Ultimate team. Lewis plays there. I want to see Marsh Brown in the team. He's injured at the moment, I'm afraid, mate. It's a bit of a shame because he could have played yesterday. Jammy Jimmy Maidenhead a part-time. So the wages wouldn't, but then it would be it'd still be a transfer fee to take the player. Obviously, we could afford his wages, I'm sure, but it still would be a transfer fee. Did I go to Wales versus Spain? I didn't. I would have fancied going, but funds have been a bit low, and club before country, I always say. So my money went towards going to the county. I'm looking forward to seeing us getting one over Kevin Ellison on Saturday. I bloody hope so. Rob Parsons, bye. You've only just come in, big man. Now, let's see if we can do this. Is that too bright? Can't see who I got. There we go. I got to block this blue light, I think. Some kind of light that's doing that. There we go. There we go. Can you see who's in there? So we've got Allison in goal. You got Trippier right back, Alonso left back. Oh no, my phone's just decided to go off. So it's Inform Matip at 84. There we go. That's better. That's my main ultimate team. Azpilicueta, Fernandinho, Ozil, Gundogan, Sterling, Firmino, and Mane with Jurgen Klopp as the manager. So that's my ultimate team. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I've also got a B team because this way I basically interchange between the two and put each other's teams on each other's bench, and so that way I never have to buy fitness cards. So that there is my B team. I do squad battles with this B team. That's my B team then. If I can, there we go. That's better. That's my B team, guys. Get Mendy at left back. No, I like Alonso because I score free kicks with him all the time. I play on PS4 Louis Gold, and I am going to see if I can. No, I can't. I can't add to the chat in here, unfortunately. But my thing is Taff Region. If you want to add me, how do I make coins? I buy and sell kits. You can pick up kits. The more popular kits, you can pick them up cheap. You know, people will put them up for 150, and you know, basically the default start and buy and A price, and you pick up kits and things like that, and then you sell them on for their value, and then you end up making thousands of coins. Son should be in your main team. I got Mane in his position. Do I play FUT champions? I play the FUT divisions rivals. I've never really got enough, you know, sort of points to get into the FUT champions. Who was the best player I have packed? I've packed Azpilicueta. That's my best packed player. Azpilicueta. Someone's saying Luis Suarez is incredible. So Mendy would be decent at left back, but he's only an 81. And like I said, I like Alonso. Lewis plays that I make new accounts and do the advanced SCBs, transfer the profit to your main account. I remember a day when you could buy a bronze pack and make a profit, guaranteed profit from every single bronze pack, because people, that's exactly how it is, Aiden, yes, exactly like that. That is my PS4 PSN network ID, spelled exactly like that. So back in the earlier Ultimate Team days, I think from like Ultimate Team 11 and 12 and 13, I think it was 11, 12 and 13, bronze packs were profitable. Every single bronze pack was profitable. And what I used to do, I used to have about 5 different accounts selling everything from a bronze pack, and then I ended up transferring all the coins over. I used to make loads, and never used to put a penny in, but I don't know why, but they just made it so bronze packs aren't profitable anymore. I think it's when they stopped the bronze and silver tournaments, you know, we could actually win things from a silver team and you have to have an all bronze team or an all silver team. I miss those days, to be honest with you. So everyone's packed some good stuff. It's been a long time since I've packed something good. FIFA 12 was when I packed my best one, and I packed an Inform Messi, and I made enough coins to put together a top class English Premier League team. General Eve, do you think Scotland qualify for the Euro 2020? I doubt it very much, but I root for them. I want them to. I just don't think they will. Ethan and Pardew as a Halloween card for 90 pace. FIFA 30. To be honest, I can't remember the soundtracks of FIFA. I think they've all been decent, haven't they? FIFA soundtracks. They've all been pretty decent. So anyway, what time are we on there, guys? We're nearly at a point where we're going to need to call it a night. So turn off the companion app off my phone. Yeah, so guys, we're going to call it a night. But before we go, I'd love a bit of feedback on what you guys think of the stream like this. If you think that it should be, do I want Cardiff City to stay up? Believe it or not, I actually do, for the good of Welsh football. For the good of Welsh football, I want Cardiff City to stay up. Unable to find you on PS, so it's just Taff Weegan, TAFFWEIGAN. So guys, yeah, final bit of final bit of feedback on this setup, guys, and how the stream quality was for you before we call it a night. But then Chris is in from where was you from? Cyprus. Felipe Anderson is shit and should be dropped. Aidan, what do you think of that, mate? Do you agree with Chris there? The stream is good. The new stream looks great. A little bit laggy, but it's good. We will improve. Back to phone for the cup draw. Back to phone for cup draw. Back to this next Sunday, and we will improve the quality of the stream. We will improve it. Like I said, we need the little counters if we can get them, but the software, if we can't get it on the software that we got, then we'll work around it somehow. But yeah, this is great. I quite like this setup. I hope you guys like it too. But we are going to have to love you and leave you now. Do I buy football programs from games? No, because I lose them. And then if I get into buying them, I'll have nowhere to put them. So anyway, guys, thank you all very much. And we got a little short outro video for you to all watch. Thank you all. It's been a great first try on this one. I suppose a couple of little hiccups, of course, but here we go. Looking forward to Morecambe, and obviously hopefully we can get something against Bury. And for the rest of you, I hope your teams do well for you. Not everybody can do well, because when you play against each other, you've either got to draw or one of you's got to lose. But yeah, thank you all. Good night, and tune in next week, and I'll see you tomorrow for the cup draw. Up the county. Many thanks for watching the latest content on the Amber Army channel. Please make sure you leave us a like. Make sure you subscribe for more content, both for the neutral football fan and also plenty of Newport County. Even more Newport County content can be found on the club's iFollow channel on the link above. It is just £4.49 per month to subscribe to that service. And those of you feeling extra generous can also support us on Patreon on the link at the bottom there. That would be a monthly donation of your choice. Thank you again. Make sure you've subscribed, and as always, up the county. Many thanks for watching the latest content on the Amber Army channel. Please make sure you leave us a like. Make sure you subscribe for more content of Newport County. Even more Newport County content can be found on the club's iFollow channel on the link above. It is just £4.49 per month to subscribe to that service. And those of you feeling extra generous can also support us on Patreon on the link at the bottom there. That would be a monthly donation of your choice. Thank you again. Make sure you've subscribed, and as always, up the county. Many thanks for watching the latest content on the Amber Army channel. Please make sure you leave us a like. Make sure you subscribe for more content, both for the neutral football fan and also plenty of Newport County. Even more Newport County content can be found on the club's iFollow channel on the link above. It is just £4.49 per month to subscribe to that service. And those of you feeling extra generous can also support us on Patreon.